What is up, YouTube? This is Sindragonlord here, bringing you another battle. This is my RU team going up against a bunch of, well, for lack of a better term, bunch of random stuff. We got a Darkrai, a Victini, basically all the tiers, all in one little team. And that Riolu, which is my personal set, my opponent kind of took it from my save generator set. So yeah, I already knew what this Riolu was running, so I knew how to counter it, but it was still a pain in the ass. But without any further ado, let's get this match underway. Alright, so let the camera focus out. Alright, so I lead off with my Hitmonlee, and he leads off with Ferrothorn. This is my, I go for the normal gem boosted fake out, just to get Unburden's ability, or to activate Unburden. And of course it does virtually nothing to this Ferrothorn, just because he's got that natural physical bulk. But I get the flinch off, so he can't set up Stealth Rocks, he can't set up Leech Seed, or whatever other shenanigans he wants to do. So then I go for the Mach Punch, thinking, this might do a significant amount. Maybe, we'll see. But even at super effective, it does nothing. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bulky! So I get more Iron Barbs recoil. He used to set up his spikes. I'm like, shit. I should have just gone straight for my power move. But I go for it on the next move. Alright, I go for it on the next turn, but let's let the game catch up a little bit. Alright, yeah, I go for the high jump kick. I'm praying to God it doesn't miss, and it doesn't. And the high jump kick is enough to take it out in one hit. Take more Iron Barbs recoil, but down goes the Ferrothorn. So he can't set up any more spikes. He can't set up Stealth Rock. That's one major threat gone. Now he goes into my Riolu. This is my Trollish Riolu, level 1, Prankster set with Roar and Copycat. And it's a Sash set, so he goes for the Roar, because he knows exactly how to use this Riolu, because I kind of explained it to him like an idiot. I didn't think it was going to be used against me, though. So now I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to let him use the Copycat, because I have a way around it. It's just going to be a lot of luck. A lot of luck. So he goes for the Copycat, and of course it selects Roar, because that was the last move he used, and now it's priority +6, I believe. No, priority +1, my bad. Priority +1. So I'm lucky, because CM Punk comes back out and thinking, yes, thank you. +1 priority, I'm faster than you, suck it. You will not be sweeping me today, level 1 Riolu. Kiss my ass. So he goes out into his Victini. And he goes for the V-Create, which unfortunately is going to take CM Punk out. It is unfortunate, but you know what? CM Punk did his job. I'm happy with it. He took out the Riolu, which could have very easily trolled me because nobody else on my team has a priority move. So I'm very thankful for that. So I go into my Rhydon, my horny bitch. And I know with the Violite he can definitely wall a V-Create, so I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna set up, and just look how much this V-Create does. Virtually nothing. I love this Rhydon, so I set up my after the animation goes, I set up my Rock Polish. +2 speed. So now I've got my bulk, and now I've got my speed, and it's an attack nature, so it's already got its attack. So at this point, I'm just ready to, fuck shit up. So I go for the Stab Drill Run. I should have predicted the switch, but I didn't. And I just went for the stab move. And unfortunately, here is where horny bitch's sweep is going to end before it even begins. Because Surf will take me out because Quad's super effective. So... And then it reveals that he's got a Life Orb set on him. So I go into my Electivire. And now I'm predicting the switch because, well, the obvious electric move. So I instead go for the Ice Punch. But he brings out his Heatran. I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll pop his Air Balloon. But as it turns out, he doesn't have an Air Balloon on it. So I could have just went for the Earthquake and O-code him. I'm like, well, shit, I could have just went for the Earthquake. I guess better safe than sorry. But on the next turn, I go for Earthquake this time. But he sets up a Protect. I'm like, well, now you're stalling me. So he protects himself. He stalls him stalls his demise out for another turn. But now I go for the EQ again, because Protect will more than likely fail. And this will, in fact, Oko. And down goes the Heatran. And, yeah, that's another major threat out of the way. But here's where things start spiraling downward. He sends out the Darkrai. So I had to remind him about the Sleep Clause. So he puts my Electivire to sleep. And, sorry about that. I'm not really sure why it zoned out there. But, so he gets Bad Dreams to kind of torment me. So, of course, I'm going to switch. Naturally. And you can't put anything else to sleep. So I go into my Swag Mortar, my Magmortar. So I get Spike's damage off. And he goes for the Psychic. And I'm just hoping, I'm just praying that it doesn't do a lot. But it does. And part of it's Life Orb, part of it is just because it's got natural good special. So he goes for another Psychic, and that's going to knock me out. I don't get to use the Fire Blast I was hoping to use. So he takes more Life Orb recoil. So next I go into my Omastar. Now this thing's bulky as hell, so I know I can live a Psychic. Because it's not Stab, and it's just naturally bulky. So I live it with 88 HP, and I just, you know what, I just need to get this thing down. I need to wear it out with Life Orb recoil, so I go for the Scald, hoping that it'll do a nice chunk. And it does. It actually does a very nice chunk. I surprised myself a little bit with how much it did. So he's going to go for the Psychic once more. And that will unfortunately take out Spike. But the Life Orb recoil is going to bring him down to the red. So I'm thinking, okay, if I can stall him out just a little bit more, I can take him out due to his own Life Orb recoil. So I bring out my Live Wire. Because I didn't want, because my last poke is my Yuxi, and I kind of want to save that. And I live with 9 HP. Lived. And that brings me just a tiny inch. I was hoping I was going to wake up, but of course I don't. So Bad Dreams is going to knock me out. So all I've got left is my Yuxi. That's all I've got left. And I'm thinking, well, shit, this is going to be GG. He's going to go for a Dark Pulse or whatever, and he's going to knock me out. But first he goes for Dark Void. I'm like, well, that's just insult to injury right there. I mean, he's going to get Bad Dreams, Tormenting going on, and then he's going to go for Dark Pulse and just wipe the floor with me. So I'm thinking it's GG at this point. Like I said, Bad Dreams, Tormenting, take a little bit of health away from me. Then he goes for the Dark Pulse. I'm like, yeah, okay, good game, John. He's sitting right next to me. I'm thinking, okay, good game. And, it just keeps going and going and going. And 21 HP! 21 HP! My Yuxi lived a Stab Life Orb boosted Dark Pulse from a Darkrai. Then I get to set up my Calm Mind on the same turn because I wake up and I'm thinking, oh my god, Yuxi, I love you right now. You are amazing. You are a fucking boss. So I get my little lefty's recovery. I'm ecstatic at this point. I cannot believe this shit is happening to me right now. I'm ecstatic. But then he sends out a Storm and I'm like, okay, shit, yeah. Good game. Thunderbolt's going to take me out. But guys, that will be the game. I lost. But you know what? Hey, an RU team basically took... I'm sorry, I love my Yuxi right now. Yuxi is just a boss. It is highly underrated. It is amazing. Mr. Vladiman will agree with me. It is a fucking boss, and this just proves it right here. Unfortunately, I did not win, but you know what? I just proved that RU can hang with a freaking Darkrai. This is Sindragonlord, guys, signing out. Peace.